Hello guys, and welcome back to Command & Conquer Remastered Red Alert for the 5th Allied mission, of which there are 3 varieties, all going into the Baltics up here. So we have this northernmost one here, and then I will go for the central path, and then probably end up going the southern route last of all. Meanwhile, let's have a look at the map here. So Germany is almost completely fallen to the Soviets, as has Denmark. Norway is going to suffer the same fate any second now. All the Arab countries down here are firmly under Soviet control, as is, what is this, Cyprus here, and this is part of Greece. I've maybe got those the long way around. That's Cyprus, I think, maybe. And yeah, they're even moving into Austria here. In fact, I think on the Soviet maps, this area belongs to them too. We, of course, know that there's Allied troops operating behind the lines here. This is not something that the Soviets consider a major threat, but they're soon going to regret that, because we are pushing ever deeper into the heart of their territory. Anyway, as I said, we're going to start with the northernmost one first, so let's get going.
Government leaders have abandoned the capital and are now hiding in exile. Information out of occupied Athens has been sporadic, but Soviet forces are indeed in control of the capital, as well as much of the outlying territories in Greece. In the city, fighting among Allied and Soviet troops continues, but the Allied death toll is rising rapidly. Now it remains to be seen if Allied forces will be able to weather this onslaught intact. Reacting to this latest assault, Allied diplomats led the United Nations in a 281-7 vote that, in approving a unique military funding initiative aimed at increasing global Allied support. This proposal calls for the formation of a global defense agency to be temporarily established in an as yet unnamed European capital.
Sounds bad, does it not? Well, it is. But Stalin has just written his obituary. At last, this will help us galvanize the rest of the world against him. Yes, we have lost Greece, but we are not out just yet. Stalin may think so, but if we can continue to counsel the talents of commanders like yourself, we will come through this war on top. My old friend... One of Tanya's men. She found something. But Russian security agents have captured her. They will almost certainly take her back to Moscow. We must get her back. She has vital information on the Iron Curtain project. That information could help tip the scales in our favor. Let him clear his head. In this state, he is of no use to us. The Soviets currently hold Tanya near Grodno. The prison is well guarded, but a supply truck from a nearby Soviet base runs through the facility several times a day. If your spies can infiltrate the war factory, they may be able to hitch a ride into the prison compound. Once you have found Tanya, get her out of there any way you can.
Oh. Ooh. Oh. Such a pretty face. Where is Professor Einstein? I was hoping you'd say that. I'm afraid the effects are quite permanent.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Right guys, Tanya is in trouble and we need to get her out of there as quick as possible. Here we start with a spy. We've actually seen this unit before from the Soviet perspective, where we were pursuing him through the level in Soviet Mission 3 it was. He, at the time, looked like a Soviet soldier to us, but this is how the Allies see him. Our little James Bond there. Anyway, we need to avoid these patrolling dogs here because they're able to sniff him out. And we need to find a way over to that convoy truck there. A little bit concerned about where these guys are going to go. Maybe try and run past now.
Indeed. For king and country.
Let's move this way then. Here's our opening.
On my way.
I'm fairly sure this flame turret doesn't spot us. There we go, we're all good.
For king and country.
Right, into the war factory it is then. So yeah, previously in Soviet Mission 7, while Tanya and her cronies were infiltrating a Soviet nuclear base, they fell into the clutches of the Soviets. And now they have brought her here into what is the Balkans. Balkans? No, Baltics. Still part of the USSR at this point in time. And also, I didn't make mention, we have our first sight of the Mammoth tank in red alert there. Okay, the spy's about to desert this truck here. It's gonna go crashing into these barrels here, and the spy's gonna go inside.
Infiltrated.
So very pretty, but oh so stubborn.
And here we go then, Tanya is free. Let's use her to good effect here. Rather than taking out those SAM sites immediately, which is our objective, we're gonna go for some extra kills to the north here. We'll start by wiping out the central area. It's gonna help us later on. We need to ensure that, you know what I should have done first actually, taken out these two, just so the helicopter flies in and it is ready to go, should we need to make a hasty exit. 25-minute timer to get out of here is still going, but that will leave the screen as soon as she's gone. Like I said, we're going to try and wipe out as much of the Soviet forces here as possible. Dogs are the main threat for her. Don't know why she didn't fire at that first guy there. Kennel going down. Now kennels in Red Alert, for whatever reason, they never actually train any dogs with them. They are never set up to build replacements. Do a little bit of damage. There's my helicopter. I can't move that any closer, unfortunately. Full command center just there. Let's go for that next. I will destroy this as well. Just in case this tank suddenly comes at us, we're going to need to go very quickly. Okay, full command center's down. Let's go, let's get out. Tank is chasing us. Oh, it's lost interest. Okay, we can continue to do some more damage then in the meantime. Let's see what other key structures we can find. They've got a war factory and a refinery. Barracks over there. What's this? Is that a construction yard? Ooh, destroying that power plant there. Took out the entire lot.
I'm there. Let's rock. Let's rock. I'm there. I'm there.
How much do I want to push my luck here? Let's go for the barracks as well.
Let's rock. I'm there. Cha-ching. I'm there.
Go, go, go.
Cha-ching. Let's rock. I'm there.
Come on, don't go prone.
I'm there.
Right,
I'm there.
time to go.
I'm there. Let's rock.
The left side of this base is completely wiped out. This tank ain't gonna let us get away this time. Oh, yes he is. Okay, you know what? Forget it. I was gonna go for these guys as well, but I'm sure we'll be more than capable of dealing with them once we get reinforcements in. So, Tanya's heading out of here.
Tanya, rescued.
And we have some reinforcements coming in.
Have arrived from the north.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Reinforcements
Open fire.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Reinforcements.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Let's get our forces up front here.
Agreed.
Add your strength.
Affirmative.
We'll just keep them in one solid mass.
Yes, sir.
Actually, no, we
Reporting.
won't. We will make these guys team 2 and everyone else one solid mass.
Reporting at once.
Okay, let's move down this way.
Vehicle
Team 2 move up. We're going to need to take care of that flame turret.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
You guys are going to come down here.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
And the
Yes, sir.
nanotank will
Affirmative.
soon be engaging us. Park
Affirmative.
them close enough that they are in range.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
There we go. You go here.
Acknowledged.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Team 1, get ready.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
No,
Reporting. Affirmative.
coming.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Right, let's go. Engage. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Bring down this mammoth tank. I think they look more or less identical to how they looked in Tiberian Dawn. Where are my engineers? Up here.
Affirmative.
Now remember
Ready
in
and
Red
waiting.
Alert, when you're
Agreed.
capturing things, you
At
need to
once.
ensure that
At
they are
once.
damaged.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Gonna do a little bit of damage to this construction yard. While my engineers move around. Don't want to destroy it, of course.
At
Can't
once.
really see its health though, that's not ideal.
Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Do a little bit of damage there. In you go.
Yes, sir.
New construction options.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Vehicle. Yes,
In you go this way.
Affirmative.
Hang on a second. Let's shoot this first.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
That's not what I wanted. I wanted to just bring it down to red health.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Come on.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Stop.
Affirmative.
In you go.
Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Engineering.
New construction
No, no,
options.
stop firing.
Awaiting order. Affirmative.
Okay, right.
Repaired.
Let's go.
Low power. New construction
Get some
options.
heavies going.
Vehicle report.
We may be
Affirmative.
playing as the Allies,
Yes,
but
sir.
capturing the Soviet base here
Affirmative.
is going to help us. Let's get a ore factory down.
Affirmative.
This looks like a good defensive area here. We should be able to deal with them no matter what direction they come from. Plus, they've lost their construction yard. So once we actually get into the base... Ooh, testicle! Let's stay out of range of that. Wow, that has a longer range than I realized.
Affirmative.
Let's stay back here for a little while.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
I just strength down here.
Unit
See if I can destroy this. Maybe interrupt their harvesting. I'll need a few more heavies before then. We've got 10k to start with. That's a pretty decent chunk of cash. But it won't last
Unit
forever.
ready. Building.
Awaiting order. Affirmative.
New construction
How can I
options.
build so far away? I don't know, but whatever.
Awaiting orders.
I won't question it.
Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
More heavies. Looks like they're going to be quite passive. Let's have a look at this mine layer here. Well, first of all, I love the design for it in the remaster because I always thought this was just an APC with some dirt on the front of it or something. I mean, now I can see maybe what it was always supposed to be,
ready.
like a scoop.
Building.
But I do love the way these look. Unfortunately, they're completely useless units, especially the anti-personnel one. But
Yes,
they
sir.
are
Acknowledged.
extremely situational
Construction complete.
when you can actually employ them
Vehicle reporting.
effectively. Right, so let's keep going and get a bit more power,
Building.
I think, next.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
I want to go down and interrupt their harvesting procedures and then come in from this side, take out their power. I thought they would be low power already, given that we took out all this, but apparently not.
Vehicle reporting.
Let's go. Another one of you.
Building.
Another one of you as well.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Round here,
Affirmative.
let's try and stay out of range of the Tesla turret.
Affirmative.
Since they're
Acknowledged.
going to be completely passive by
Affirmative.
looks of things, I guess I can just have a couple on defense.
Affirmative.
They'll probably go down here
Affirmative.
when we engage their harvester, all their free units.
Affirmative.
Do we? Oh, there goes my soul anti-infantry.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Right, no,
Acknowledged.
there's a little bit too close to that, please.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Oh, V2
Acknowledged.
launcher to the south. No,
Yes, sir.
no, that can't be.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Oh, stop, this was silly.
Reporting.
What am I doing here? Pull back.
Affirmative.
What just happened? Oh, I missed my opportunity
Yes,
there.
sir.
Okay, everyone get on that.
Yes, sir.
Lost.
Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Vehicle
Unit
reporting.
lost.
Pull back, pull back.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Did I manage to destroy anything there in those flames?
Acknowledged.
Or just bring the barracks down to low health?
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they are low power, so I must have got some power plants. I'm worried about this bridge here.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
I don't think flames can damage bridges.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Oh, I said that. I think I heard.
Affirmative.
Hang on, was there a tank in the middle of us?
Affirmative.
Oh, he's definitely going to get the bridge destroyed here.
Lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Get across
ready.
here.
Building. Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
No, finish him off.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Damn it. They got power back.
Acknowledged. Vehicle
Stop, stop, stop.
Waiting
Everyone,
order.
get out of range of this bloody thing.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Get down here. How come this can fire like so far up here, but then I was like sitting right here and only then
Reporting.
taking hits?
Affirmative.
Right, let's bring down their power next.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
I don't have a great deal of units here.
Affirmative.
They're building more harvesters as well.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Right, let's camp here for a little bit.
Awaiting
Bring down
orders.
some more reinforcements.
Affirmative.
Over this way. Where's the harvester going?
Acknowledged.
Let's sit here then.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Fire.
Unit lost.
Okay, missed opportunity there.
Acknowledged.
Squish him.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Bring this down.
ready.
Affirmative.
I just realized I got the game volume
Affirmative.
turned right the way down. I can barely hear it.
Acknowledged.
If I'm speaking a bit quieter than normal, that's probably why.
Affirmative.
Not having to speak over deafening explosions in my ear.
Acknowledged.
Right, get him because he's like, oh, okay, no, him first then.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Affirmative.
thank you.
Affirmative.
Did you even do any damage at all?
Awaiting orders.
Let's
Acknowledged.
just destroy this.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Him first. Bring him down.
Acknowledged.
Focus fire.
Reporting.
Unit
Damn it, my numbers are going down.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Where are those
lost.
reinforcements up
Vehicle
there?
reporting.
Bring them down.
Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Damn it.
Unit lost.
I knew I should have moved to deal with him first.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Bring him down.
Affirmative.
Come on, get him.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
They
Affirmative.
managed to get a load of money, but whatever.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Oh, I'm going in more into range of even more units here. This is perhaps not a good idea to keep pressing onwards. Where are those reinforcements? Get them over here. Hang on. Is there a missing one?
Unit
There he is.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Kind of just about staying.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Right, there we go. Let's start. Hang on, we got some more heavies coming in behind us here. I'm gonna bring down that power and then I can go straight through the front door.
Affirmative.
No, they're trying to pull us back into range of the rest of their units. Pull this way.
Acknowledged.
Right, about face. Bring him down.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Hang on. No, this can't go on. We need to bring this down.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Once I don't need to worry about those Teslas, I can just march in the front door.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Right, Teslas are definitely down. Let's go over here and destroy that.
Vehicle
We're going to bring
acknowledged.
these guys down.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
We'll move to here first.
Yes,
No,
sir.
why is not everyone firing here?
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Change target.
Acknowledged.
Bring him
Yes,
down.
sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Got precious few as it is.
Vehicle acknowledged.
You're on a squishing mission.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Everyone shoot at this before they get any more cash in. Harvester's coming back. Come on, bring it down.
Affirmative.
Okay, it's destroyed. Change focus. Get these infantry actually.
Building.
Squish.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Deal with him.
Reporting. Awaiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
In the front door, guys.
Yes, sir.
Go, go, go.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Bring him down next.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Through we go.
Affirmative.
Sorry, dog.
Acknowledged.
Unit
You're on
ready.
my way.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
They're getting a little bit smarter by the looks of things. They're starting to take some evasive action.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Come on, bring him down.
Affirmative.
Change focus onto him
Yes,
next.
sir. Affirmative. Knowledge.
Tesla coil, go.
Yes, sir.
You get down here.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Go,
Affirmative.
further down.
Acknowledge.
Looks like those flame turrets are going to be the last things left. Wasn't there a tank round here? Yeah, he's still up there. Okay, he'll be last.
Reporting.
Right, down you come. Good for them. Let's finish it off.
Unit ready.
There we go.
Building.
Pretty much done with the Soviet 5 then, or 5A anyway. I wouldn't say this is the hardest one. It is the only Mission 5 though where you have to deal with a mammoth tank, but I mean, you saw that wasn't really that much of a challenge. Our reinforcements were more than enough to deal with it. Thankfully they don't ever build any more. It's just an isolated unit at this point in time.
Mission accomplished.
And there we go, mission accomplished. Simple as that. Now, if I remember in editing, I'm going to move that end cutscene to the midpoint in the level where I free Tanya, so hopefully things will play out a little bit different than perhaps it will in your own game. It does make sense that Tanya would be freed at the end of the level when we've already seen her make her escape. Anyway, let's look at our statistics. 28 casualties, probably could have been less. I was a bit reckless, a bit rusty actually in my combat. I forgot all about kind of the Q command and moving and shooting at the same time. 58 structures destroyed. Their base didn't seem that big, but I guess we kind of blasted our way through it. And really, they weren't going on the offensive at all. Using Tanya to completely gut that base definitely gave us a helping hand, because otherwise we were to worry about that construction yard repairing that base as we were fighting our way through it, and we certainly would have needed much more of an overwhelming number of tanks. As it was, I could have got through with even fewer if I had just played a little smarter. What would have made it more challenging is if that bridge got destroyed on the right hand side, and I came very close to having that happen from under me. A little bit of a vicious bottleneck there. I shouldn't have ran across at the start. I should have held back a little bit longer and then dealt with the tanks that were coming towards me. As it was, I just kind of charged straight in there and had tanks, harvesters, turrets all going at me at once. And then the bridge was getting destroyed. There was a bottleneck. Units were moving the wrong way towards the Tesla coils, and I had to watch out for my harvesters at the same time as well. Anyway, we have 2 other Allied Mission 5s to go. So 5B next, and then going on to 5C afterwards, before switching back over to the Soviet campaign for Soviet Mission 8. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back soon.